Have you ever questioned why some people rise above their circumstances while others seem to be stuck in an endless cycle of the same? Imagine a young man named Alex. He was born into a family that had limited means. His parents worked tirelessly, yet they could barely afford the necessities. From an early age, Alex understood the value of hard work. But he also understood the harsh reality of his circumstances. He knew that he had to break free from this cycle, but he didn't know where to start. One day, while walking home from a long day at his part-time job, Alex saw a group of people running. They were a local running club training for an upcoming marathon. He watched as they ran, their faces flushed with exhaustion, but also determination. That's when it hit him. Alex decided to join them the next day. He showed up in his worn-out shoes and a heart full of determination. He didn't have the best gear or the best training, but he had something more important: the will to try. Training for a marathon is not easy. It requires dedication, resilience, and an incredible amount of hard work. Alex knew this, but he also knew that he had to start somewhere. So, he tried. He ran until his legs felt like jelly, until his lungs burned with each breath. But he kept going. There were days when Alex wanted to give up, days when he questioned his decision to run a marathon. But he remembered his circumstances, his family, his dreams. He remembered the faces of the runners he had seen that day, their determination, their resilience, and he kept going. Alex didn't win the marathon. In fact, he finished last. But he crossed the finish line. He had started with a try, and he didn't stop with the end. This is the story of Alex, but it's not just his story. It's the story of all those who dare to dream, who dare to try, who dare to break free from their circumstances. It's the story of resilience, of determination, of never giving up. So remember Alex. Remember his story. Remember his determination. Start with a try, never stop with the end, because the journey is just as important as the destination. And in this journey you will discover your strength, your resilience, your determination. So no matter what your circumstances are, no matter how difficult the journey may seem, remember to start with a try and never stop with the end. Because the end is not the end, it's just the beginning of a new journey.